Hi YouTube, this is Cypher and welcome to another video in which I am reviewing my lessons with Michael. In this one we take a bit of a step back. It's to do with an issue with being self-taught online, and we'll talk about what that issue is and how we're going to go about resolving that in just a moment. So this was lesson 12, which was undertaken on the 8th of January 2020. It's day 176 and roughly 40 hours of practice undertaken. We started off the lesson by reviewing the two scales that we've been working on, and I'm not going to go through those now, but they were reasonably okay. We were quite pleased with those and the way that they're coming on, and I'm going to continue to practice those during each practice session. But the main purpose of this lesson was to look at the 12-bar blues, and we started off by me playing on my own the full bar version, and that, if you remember, was made up of 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A, and then finishing up with E, D, A and E. So it goes something like this. Then we repeat. We finish up with an A. So a couple of little mistakes in there, but on the whole not too bad. It didn't go too badly during the lesson, which was good. So I ran through that twice, and then Michael moved me on to where we would play the individual beats. So it's exactly the same, except now we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. And Michael's following along with me, and that's when we hit the problem. Because when we're strumming 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that was absolutely fine until we came to the D chord. And when I moved my fingers from the A to the D, I was strumming the A, and then when we came to the D, I was putting my fingers down 1, 2, strum. But unfortunately, Michael was playing along with me, and he was going strum and strum, so strumming the A and then strumming the D. So what was actually happening when we hit the D chord is he was going strum, I was going to strum, so I was strumming after him. And we couldn't work it out at first, played through it twice, and then Michael stopped playing with me and watched what I was doing. And very quickly he said to me, when you're putting your D down, why are you putting your fingers down one at a time? So when I do the E chord, everything goes down together, either there or there. But when I do the D chord, I move my first finger down, then I put my middle finger on the first string, and then I'm putting the other finger down. So I actually get a relatively clean chord. But the problem is, if I'm putting them all down one at a time, I'm behind the beat. And Michael couldn't work out why I was doing this. And we spoke about it for a little bit, and then it dawned on me why. And it goes right the way back to when I was trying to teach myself online using YouTube videos, where I was playing this and I was constantly muting strings, and I couldn't get the chord at all. And then when I started to Google around and I was asking questions, people said, why don't you just put your fingers down individually, ring out the chord, move your finger like that until you get a good chord, hold it for a few moments to get the feel for it, take your fingers off, put them back on again, and make sure that you're getting a good chord. Take your fingers off again and put them down and make sure that you're getting a good chord. And most of the time I was getting a good chord when I was doing that. And I did that for hours and hours and hours to get that good chord as quickly as I possibly could. So I think because I've been practicing that for so many hours online to get that good chord by putting my fingers down one at a time, I got used to it, and my muscle memory basically now says, oh, we're doing an A chord, right, we're there. We're doing an E chord, we're there. We're doing an A chord, we're doing a D chord, 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. And that's what my muscles are remembering for the D chord, to put them down one at a time. But of course, that's no good when you want to play these quick chords where you're changing. So I'm changing from an A to a D, I need to be quicker. And that was a real problem. So what we've decided to do now is we've dropped going through the whole of the 12-bar blues, and what I'm going to concentrate on doing now over the next 2 weeks is going from the A. So basically it's going to be 2 beats per bar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. And I'm just going to carry on practicing that as much as I can and trying to get to the point where I'm moving my fingers from the A to the D, getting my first finger in the right place just by sliding it down, my middle finger properly on the E string, and my ring finger on the 2nd string with good placement for a clean chord, but trying to get my fingers down together. And as well as moving between the 2 chords, the other thing that I'm going to be doing is taking my fingers off and then trying to put them back down in the right place just straight away. So off and then back down. And as you can see, I'm already struggling with that quite significantly. I've sort of got the first 2 I can get down together roughly. So I think what I'm going to need to do is just to practice getting these 2 fingers down in the right place, and then I'm going to need to introduce my ring finger, and I'm just going to have to practice and practice and practice and practice that shape. I know what the shape is, I know what the fingering is, it's just unlearning what I've learnt and then trying to relearn so that we can get a decent change. just make sure that we are actually getting a clean chord all the time. So as you can see, that is going to take some significant work to unlearn what I've done and then to teach myself how to do that properly. It's not a couple of weeks that I'm looking forward to, but I am really committed. I'm going to get this chord change so that when I meet up with Michael in, this is the weekend I'm doing this video, so I've got about a week and a half. I'm committed to getting it sorted out so that we can actually start to do some more stuff with these chords. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed so that you can catch up with more lesson reviews as I produce them, and of course the equipment reviews as well when I'm doing those. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much for your support of this channel. It's much appreciated, and I'll see you on the next lesson coming very soon. Take care. Bye bye.